Hey, welcome back to Rob's Garage Woodworking. Today I'm going to install a water filter. This is a whole home, high volume, particulate water filter. This one is by Glacier Bay, but most of them are all very similar. So you don't have to worry about how to install them. They're all virtually identical. So inside the box it comes with the top. The top has mounting brackets or mounting holes, and it comes with a big beefy mounting bracket, and that fits on like that, and it comes with the screws to mount to the mounting bracket. You will need fittings for this. These are 1 inch, and I will show you how to put these together in the next part of the video. Okay. And another thing that it comes with, of course, the instructions, which you'll want to peruse. And then this is the filter wrench, and inside the packet of the filter wrench you can see it comes with the mounting screws to mount the bracket to the top of the filter. It comes with a filter holder. The filter holder also needs an O-ring to seal it, and you'll need to put like a silicone grease on this as well, which it does not come with, of course. Another thing that it doesn't come with is the filter. So I paid, I think, around $70 for that Canadian. And then the filter, I think, was about $20. I don't know exactly. This is an HDX pleated high flow household filter. You can get different filters for these. So you can get like a charcoal filter or whatever. But I have a water softener that I'm going to install. And this particular water softener has a filter in it. Another filter besides the water softener. Okay, so I don't know, a whole lot about this one. This is new to me, but it looked good online, so yeah, I picked it up, and it was a great value. I got it at TSC on sale. Okay, so another thing that you're going to need that it doesn't come with is you're going to need to probably lag bolt it in. You're going to want something big and beefy. These are about 2 inches, fairly thick lag bolts. I don't know the exact info on these because I just pulled them out of something, and I had them left over, so I'm going to use them here. So anyway, now I'm going to show you where I'm going to install it, and the first thing I have to do, which I forgot to do, is bring in my wood. So over here, I'm just going to remove the camera. Over here, spot here, this is the back of my washer and dryer. I have some plumbing that was put in here, and then over here is the hot and cold lines coming in, which I've cut in preparation, and that hole there right underneath the ductwork, that is where I'm going to put a piece of wood and then a 2x4 across where I'm going to mount the bracket. Okay, now this thing, it comes with 1-inch female couplers that you need, and obviously your house plumbing isn't like that at all. So what I had to do was I got these are brass fittings, or bronze. They call them a bronze bushing, right? It's a reducer, and they call the reducers bushings. So this is 1 inch to 3/4 inches, and then I'm going to have 3/4 inch pecs. So here's my 3/4 inch to 3/4 inch pecs. Okay, that coupler. So what you do is you put this coupler in here, right? And then you put this coupler in here. And then you crimp on your PEX pipe. Okay? So, relatively easy, hard to find this stuff. I had to go to, I've been to Home Depot, Canadian Tire, Home Hardware, pretty much everywhere. The home hardwares are independently owned and operated, so they have a variety of different things. And I was able to get these and these bushings from the home hardware. But you're best off just to go to a dedicated plumbing store, okay? And get it from them, okay? So before we do that, before we put them together, we have to tape them, right? So it's going to be put in clockwise. So we're going to tape counterclockwise, all right? And this is plumbing tape. And it's kind of a pain to use. It's messy. And what you want to do is you want to make, a couple of nice passes all the way around it. And then you rip it off. And then it's covered with this tape. And then that you start in to your next piece. And what we're going to do is we're going to crank that in really tight. Okay? So I'm going to put that in and endeavor to hold this without causing any trouble. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put this in here, and again we have to give it a once over with the plumbing tape. That on. Well, that goes in much easier. So we'll tighten that up. Now on this, you really have to be careful because it is plastic, but if you don't have it good and tight, it'll leak. So once again, something you got to be careful about. At least if it does leak, you can take it apart and put more plumbing tape on it, and then put it back together. All right, so that's it. That's the finished product. All we got to do is slip the PEX pipe over it and the clamp it on, and we're golden. That's so easy. So easy if you have the right stuff. Can't wait to install this. All right, so first step I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on. So make sure you got the right direction. This is in, this is out, so this is the way I want to put my bracket. Okay. So you want to make this level as possible. So I'll find the area that I want to put it. I'm going to try to level it. So I'll mark one hole where I want to start. To make life easier, I'll pre-drill. Alright, so I'm going to lag one in to start it. There we go. So, we're going to level it as much as possible. Pre-drill the other holes. Now we have to bring the inlet from here down to here. So if I want to measure that out approximately to the center, 4 1/4. So if I bring this out 4 1/4, and cut that approximately. Okay. Now, need an elbow. So I put our crimp on it. Line up the crimp ring. Slide this in. that's in. Try to make it as even as possible, make it look good. Okay. So we're going to put in our valve. I'm going to put that in over here. So put this over top. Slide that on. Okay. Last piece we got to measure. So we want a solid 8 inches. Okay. Put your rings on. Some of the ends. So this end is, wow. There we go. All right. Wow. Okay, first half. Water comes in. You have the valve. Stop, open. Okay, goes into your filter. And we have to bring it out. And bring it out, and it has to go into the water softener next. Other elbow. Slide your elbow over. Good. Next crimp. On. Alright, so this will take that back and we'll bring it out, the water softener. So, I think I'm out of elbows, so I gotta go to the store. Well, didn't have much foresight there. Now, I have the water, the cold water, and this is the rest of the cold water. So it goes in through here, it's got to come back out, come over here to the water softener, through the water softener, back into here, the cold water there, and then up into the washing machine here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get that ready. So we'll need an elbow on that. We need the crimp. PEX elbow in. That on there. The crimper. Start our crimp and make sure the elbow's in all the way. Okay, that's ready. And we just got to measure that. So I'm going to need 2 inches. Marker. Mark off 2 inches, roughly. And here comes the dog. So, on this one, we'll put our crimp on here. Put that in. We'll crimp that one. Okay, that's in. Next piece, we need the 2 small rings. The 2 small rings on. That in, nice and neat. And we crimp those. Alright, so that's in. Softener. So, this goes to the water softener, the next 2 parts. So, as for this guy here, we're pretty much done. Alright, so take the plastic off, take the sheet off. Doesn't matter which side, they're both the same. Inside here, there's the O-ring. So make sure there's no debris on this. Make sure it feels clean inside there. Now, you're supposed to use like a silicone lubricant. So I have, because I have a pool, I have Hayward all-purpose O-ring lubricant for the pool. So I'm going to use that. Oops. Oh. Put this in there. A little bit more on top of it. Okay. Alright, so put the filter in, down the middle, put it up here, and turn it. Alright, and so you crank it on as much as you can by hand. Then you put this cool little filter wrench on. You slide it up to the top. And that is good and tight. So that should be... Alright, so anyway, that's it. This guy is done. So what you can do is turn it on, turn your valve on, and then you're good. Alright? So, and that should filter. Now, look after you check for leaks here. check for leaks and anywhere you're plumbing. Before you even do that, make every crimp, make sure they're crimped all the way, make sure there's nothing, um, and then check your bushings, where you put your bushings together. All right, make sure that those don't leak, because if you don't crank those on, if you don't use enough tape, they'll leak. So anyway, that's it for the high flow household water filtration system. Anyway. All right, so this is it. It's the water softener and the water filter, the final install. So I'll give you this view and then another view. Anyway, you can just sort of see the hoses and stuff in the back. You can see the overflow hose, drain hose, and then the input and the output hose from there. Anyway, the PEX is like super easy to work with. The biggest problem with installing one of these is actually just getting the threaded fittings in. That's really the only problem. Everything else is really easy. So definitely a DIY project. Pretty much anybody can do one of these. So anyway, thanks for watching and good luck on all your projects.